ready.
What's up, guys? I can kind of see the screen today. I hope these are good angles. Lady Cag had to help me in here, that's why I was a little late. I had some camera difficulties before starting. The chat is behind this camera, so I'm going to be awkwardly looking around it. Rock and Roll RC is here. Davon Sims, Davon, I'm going to call you Davon unless you tell me otherwise. Matt Cam 308, sorry it's hard to see. Encore's Arcade, Michael Salter, The Spurs, Starlight, Charles Gray, Uganda Hater. No, I don't have a 40. Best I got is a bunch of water, not even a 40 of that. I would have had alcohol. I thought about it honestly, but I'm still, trying to take care of myself a little bit right now. I'm still at somewhat of a risk of an infection. I don't want to weaken my system in any way. So, anyway, Zach Cage is here. Pax by Sonica, Blue Flame Dragon, Papa Giorgio, Clay, Ojeda, Teabag. All right, so I'm doing something different. I put, excuse me, if you guys are members of the channel, you'll know. Well, you won't know maybe. But I put out a poll, what should I play tonight? And I did it kind of last minute because I was sitting there debating, like I've already played Mortal Kombat 4 recently, KI 2. I wanted to do a racing game, and actually I wanted to do Rush the Rock. So when the voting went up, it was tied between KI 1 and Rush the Rock. So I went ahead and just made the call for myself. I was the tiebreaker, so we're going Rush the Rock. I don't do these racing games much, live especially, and there's a couple reasons for it. Live is difficult, like getting this camera in position. This has a recessed monitor. It's hard to get the full shot, and you're still not seeing the full shot. And part of the problem is my head is in the way, so if the camera's directly behind, all you see is my head. So anyway, this was a good choice to do it now. I'm going to do all the tracks. If we have time, I'll do some of the tricks and things you may have seen before, but they're still fun. Thunder Hydro is here also. Okay. Reading the chat's going to be a little difficult, but let's go for it. I do need to turn this volume down. I think I can do it while the game is running. Hold on. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Let's go there. I just don't want to talk so loud over it. I'm going to go different. We're going to start, because you guys usually see 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the tracks. I'm going to start with the ones I don't play that often, and there's a little bit of a strategy to that because I want to warm up a little. I haven't played that much lately. Sorry, I was reading. I haven't played that much lately, and I want to get a feel for the game again, so here we go. Yeah, it's pretty much lined up where you can see if I'm in first place. You'll see the light up on the marquee or underneath the marquee there. You'll see at least part of it. I don't know why that matters other than to make me feel cool. All chat, how's it going? Shared the stream in the Rush Discord. Nice. I'm not even shifting. Yeah, you may see some subpar racing here because I'm going to be slightly distracted, and I'm just okay. Let's say that. I'm sure the Rush Discord is full of, full of guys who wouldn't have done that. Let's say that. But, you got to get good somewhere. Oh, man, this is a rough start, isn't it? We're going to take this little path just for fun. Take out a tree or two. We're going green. Oh man, I feel very rusty right now. I played a little bit yesterday, but not enough to apparently feel like I'm confident in it. I don't know what happened to me here. Still been a little crappy feeling or dealing with some stuff, so I haven't been super excited to come out and play much, or usually I'm running out of energy, so we'll see. Oh boy. This might go well. So far the landings are all smooth. Okay, there's that. That's kind of like my unofficial track. Boom! Okay, I was very worried about that landing. You gotta take out the parking meters. Charging me to park. Kaz is here. I'm gonna try to check the chat every now and then. Avis is here. I mean, I'll check the chat between races. Just, it's hard to do it while driving. Turns out real life. Oh, I thought I was going to wreck it again. It's pretty similar to video game driving. Oh, this is bad. Oh. Can I recover? No, let's roll down them all. Why not? There's a porn store right there in the game, which is always fun. Since I'm butchering this run, I might as well point out other stuff. For you guys who are familiar with this game, do you guys like tracks 5, 6, and 7 that much? Because I am not a huge fan of them. And as you could probably tell, I don't race these very often. I do 5 more than 6 and 7, and 7's probably my least played one. Man, this is bad. I may have to come back at the end of the stream and get redemption here. This is nuts. Bill Woo! There he is. 22 months. He's been a member for 22 months. I think that's when I started it. Just stopping by to say hello. Thank you, Bill. I know I've threatened it a million times, but I'm going to do a Killer Instinct online live stream. I would love it if you'd stop by there and play a few with us. I haven't seen you online in a while, but then again, I haven't been online much lately. But I'm going to do it soon now that things are calming down a little, I hope. Here we go. That was a decent stretch through there for a minute. Let's go this way just because who cares about my time at this point? What the heck? Oh, this sucks. Woo! Finished. Okay. Well, I'm glad some of you guys seem excited about a San Francisco Rush stream, because I don't think that many people, I assume not a lot of people would be. That was 3 minutes, 24 seconds. Nowhere near my best. My best is 2:55. Rough run. Very rough. Joe, I loved Rush 2. Obviously, I loved it so much. I used to play it on 64 at home. When I stopped having all that stuff set up, I used to run emulation to run the 64 version. Always wanted this game and knew the only way to really enjoy it properly is with the real cabinet, so I'm very happy to have it. Avis loves watching me play this game. Well, thank you. I'm happy you're here and enjoying it. Bill Woo, I will turn the cab back on for that. Thank you, Bill. I gotta get that scheduled. I gotta give you guys notice is the problem. I always want to just pop up and be like, hey, I'm streaming Killer Instinct online tonight. Let's all get together, and a lot of people are busy. Yes, I did play Driver PAX by Sonica. Driver felt kind of like this game. I was like, oh, I got a demo disc from PlayStation and played it, and it just felt a lot like Rush for some reason. And I did enjoy that. Don't text or check the chat while driving, guys, Clay says. Teabag, I love Rush, but I always played the S out of the 64 N64 version. Spent hours on the stunt tracks. Yeah, so I don't know if you know this, Teabag. The stunt track is hidden in the arcade game. It's just hard to access, but if we have time, I'll show you guys that. Let's keep going for now. I'm gonna drop the volume a hair more because I am yelling over this. Okay. I need to get the old tape measure out like I do with Killer Instinct. I got about 6 inches of sound on this one. Speaking of 6, we're going to track 6, and with that horrific showing I just did, let's go with an easier car. I think I'm gonna stick with automatic on this one, but don't worry, I'll go back to manual soon. All right. Do you ever play with a different view, Cause says? Let's do it for a little bit, but no, I usually don't. Now I feel like I turned the volume too low, but I usually don't. I used to do it on the 64 version just for fun. Like I used to pretend like I was playing as, I guess before simulators existed, I pretended like I was just driving around the town. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. Oh boy. And I would go in the first-person car view or whatever you want to call it, like this, and I'd try to like park in parking spots like a nerd. I usually was pretty bored by that point. Yeah, can we break the glass? Oh, they already did it. Sons of bees. That's all right. I love the low frame rate. Uh-oh, that's bad. Oh, come on, man. I'm embarrassed. But yeah, I love how the game struggles in certain points. Like, it just shows how much they were pushing the hardware at the time. And I know most people, I always love that about all arcade games, actually. I don't know what it is about that. You'd think people would not like that stuff, but that's part of the reason I prefer the real thing over emulation. Emulation cuts out all of that stuff. So you see that the game is like, wow, I'm really pushing hard to push these graphics that were pretty good back in 1997 or whenever, I believe that's when this came out. It's amazing to me this hardware still works. I guess it's proof that they build these things to last forever, basically. At least the chips usually last that long, or the motherboards, as long as you don't leave them in horrible conditions. Oh, wow. That was a good landing. Feeling it. So when I'm not shifting manually, sometimes I will use the reverse button. Jeez, this is a rough one too. Oh, this is gonna be real bad. Yep. I'm dead. Sometimes I'll use the reverse button to help me get around corners. It's like a drift button. And I so rarely go this way, I don't even remember what the track looks like now because I always take that shortcut. So it'll be fun. Why not? Like I just tap the reverse every now and then. I just did it there to help me with some corners. Let's take a different shortcut here, just something different. Oh, go through the laundry, which we're just completely jumping over so you don't even get to see it. Oh, I don't remember this. No. I guess I've somehow missed that little extra one most of the time. Put me in first place though. Coming in hot. Starlight, I can't remember if I said hi to you, but I see your name there, so hi. Hit that extra time. Got the time box floating in the air. Oh boy. Never want to land in the grass because it eats all your speed up. Still holding first place. Still pushing. Uh-oh, I'm going over. That's a tough turn, really. Cause, good question. I'm gonna try to look that up because I used to know all that information about the game's hardware specs. It's something ridiculously low. I believe it had a 3DFX chip, which is Voodoo. I can't remember. But it's all one single board in this case. I do have a video of what's inside the cabinet if you ever want to look that up. Since I'm live, I don't think I can add that, but maybe I can, this is a terrible run too. Okay, well, no, we're not. We're good, never mind. Oh no. Oh no, flip it. All right, doing stunts. And there we go, first place, I'll take it. But yeah, it has a single board, at least as far as the game board goes. It has a separate board for the steering motors and all that. Let me look it up really quickly, just because it's always interesting to me. San Francisco Rush. System16.com, I believe, is the site I usually go to. They have a lot of hardware specs. This runs on the Atari Flagstaff hardware. And if you guys didn't know, Midway usually would name their boards, so this is technically a Midway company at this point. Okay, so Rush the Rocks 97, Extreme Racing, which it's all the same hardware because they just upgraded the ROMs and stuff in the hard drive. But this ran on a MIPS R5000 200 megahertz processor. System clock was 50. I don't know what that means. But 200 megahertz processor. At the time, that was like a decent PC, I imagine. I used to have a 133 megahertz processor when I was a kid. The memory, though, the RAM in this machine, and I don't want to like wait because there's a delay. I was going to ask you guys, how much RAM do you think this thing had? This had a whopping 8 megabytes of RAM on board. The sound memory was 8 megabytes of RAM as well. The graphics is a 3DFX FBI with a 2 megabyte frame buffer. 2 times 3DFX TMU with 4 megabyte texture memory. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I believe the hard drive file is somewhere around, oh man, I'm guessing. I think I'm at a guess here. It's around 100 and something megabytes, so it really isn't that much to the game. But back in those days, this was a huge game as far as how much space it took up, of course. Even Killer Instinct 1 only took up like 93 megabytes, at least when it's compressed and put into a ROM, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm nerding out here big time. The grass always slows me down too. I know what you're saying. 200 megahertz turbo power, yeah. Hey, Glairzella, how you doing? My allergies are bothering me. Oh, you're talking to Avis because of spring. I already went through that myself. Play, those specs are insane, yeah. Video game connection. Who remembers the Mountain Dew cans in Rush 64? So is that the second Rush, right? That's the Rush 2, I think. I do remember that. I still have that cartridge somewhere. I don't know, I keep meaning to do, I don't think my 64 works anymore. I think it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. So yeah, I need to do a stream where I maybe go back and play some of those every now and then. All right, we're gonna go to track 7. Track 7 is a really, really great shortcut that I am proud to say I figured out on my own as a kid. I'm not trying to say I'm the one who figured it out totally. But as a kid, I remember looking at it like, wait, I bet I can just skip through that, and sure enough, it works. Like, you skip not a large amount, but you skip a significant amount of the track. All right, I'm gonna leave the music on if it's on. It's not on, we're gonna leave it off. I don't know why I went manual in the harder car on this, but let's do it. Who cares? And screw it, let's turn the sound on. I usually have the music off because I like to hear the engine noises when shifting and all that. Sound like a real racer, don't I? Oh, this is already going wrong, isn't it? Yeah, this is going south. Let's see if I can just do this. Hold on, we're gonna fly right over this. Nope, we're not. We're gonna die. Yeah. No, okay. And here's my shortcut. It might be ruined from that. Normally this goes up here in loops, but I was looking at this one day, like, driving over the bridge is way too slow, so just cut right here. And there we go. We just skipped a ton of the track, and I got launched, which is going to screw up my other secret. There we go. Still in first place temporarily. I hope I can clear this jump, because if not, I'm dead. Oh, just kissed it. God. Sloppy as hell today, too. This funky music. I'm getting that first place back. Oh, have you guys seen the new NBA Jam? And I'm calling it NBA Jam, but I don't know if it's really NBA Jam. It's like a spiritual sequel, kind of like how H2 Overdrive is the sequel, the real sequel to Hydro Thunder, made by, it's not a good way to say it, but made by some of the same people. It's an actual arcade release, and it was really well done. Raw Thrills was teasing a new cabinet that I saw, and it clearly was some kind of basketball game. And finally, the trailer, I guess, has come out, or the reveal has at least come out. Hold on. Breaking the glass. I am not good at this track at all. Dang it. But basically, it looks like they're releasing a modern-day NBA Jam. It's called NBA Superstars. It is made by Raw Thrills. The cabinet will cost you a whopping $15,000 plus shipping, according to one of the vendor websites that I visited today. $15,000 arcade machine. It comes with a 75-inch screen. It has another screen, a readout above the monitor that shows, it's kind of like a big scoreboard. It has lights in the marquee that look like camera flashes, so if you're doing something cool, it looks like the cameras are flashing. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of most modern arcade games, but Raw Thrills has made some that have been pretty good. You gotta remember, oh, come on. Oh, this is horrific. Okay, thanks a bunch, fella. You gotta remember, though, that most modern arcade games have to compete with redemption games and kids and stuff like that, but it feels kind of like real arcade stuff is coming back a little bit. I say real, but like old school arcade stuff is starting to return to the arcade. Man, I am just sucking something fierce here. God. So it's really nice to see that. And the gameplay, from what I saw, looks pretty true to the original, just upgraded. I'm hoping this thing doesn't give out tickets or something stupid, because I don't need a machine like that giving out tickets. It seems like everything has to be a redemption game now. A kiddie casino gambling machine, which I don't care for at all. It's all a big scam at that point. You know, those machines, those toys are junk. You're throwing your money away, but I guess people know it and they don't care. It drives me insane. But it looks good, basically, so go look at it. Go check it out and see what I'm talking about. Google it, NBA Superstars. Probably should have done a video on it. I know Retro Ralph did a video on the tease, I believe. So he'll probably do a follow-up, but you can always check that out there. I may not do a video on it. I'm a bad YouTuber, I apologize. I've been pretty busy and not self-absorbed, but you know, when you got something going on, you're trying to take care of yourself over everything else. What in God's name is happening here? Oh wow, I need to go first. This was a mistake choosing this car though, for real. So the stunt track, you guys have seen it before if you watch my other streams, is underneath this spot basically. And we'll revisit it later. I believe we'll have time in the stream just for fun. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Okay, the Spurs says, yeah, I might buy that cabinet. Sounds fun. I'm only $1,499 short, or $14,099. I can't even process that. Now this is coming from a guy who did buy a $7,500 pinball machine or whatever it was, brand new, but that's crazy. I mean, if you're gonna make money off of it, it makes sense. But if you're just gonna buy it for your house, you better be a basketball player and all that, because you could probably afford it. All right, that's been a rough showing. I'm gonna really try to step it up here. Excuse me. Starlight says this reminds me of Mario Kart because I used to play Mario Kart a long time ago. I liked Mario Kart. The arcade versions of Mario Kart are actually pretty solid too. That game is still kicking. There was a game I thought of the other day. Oh, I think I've said it before though. I think Forza Horizon is missing the market for the arcades. Microsoft needs to really look at that. They can make a Forza Horizon arcade version that would actually be really fun. It doesn't have to, you know, this is kind of like to me an early Forza or Gran Turismo. It just has different levels of cars. If you pick the hardest car to drive, you're basically kind of doing a low-end, early or late 90s simulation. So it's pretty interesting. But if you run on the easiest car, you might as well be playing Mario Kart. You can just blast through most stuff and not have a problem. I do like Trackmania Turbo. I think I played that one, right? I think I finally played that. Going to a games revival next month. What is that? Video Game Connection asks, who owns Rush these days? I think I've looked into it before. I don't think it's Microsoft, but at the same time, I think it might be Microsoft. I don't want to be Googling on, the show as much as I can avoid it, or the channel. What am I saying? The show. But I think someone like that owns Atari, who I believe owns this license. So I could be wrong, actually. I want to say I could be totally off. We're going full simulation here. I'm going to try and screw this up. If you look here, speed, maximum control, very little. But I think, actually, I think if some random company or person bought Atari, they now own it, and they're not doing anything with these licenses, which sucks, because I would love to see another Rush come out today. Although I'd really be surprised if it could match or beat the original, because the original is just so good. And even Rush 2049 is great. I feel like they might mess it up a little in modern times. At the very least, it'll be heavily nerfed, or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be made for kids to sit down and just have an experience, rather than sit down and have a challenge. You know, it seems like video games today have lost challenge. They're all just experience-based, is the best way I can put it. Unless you're talking about a redemption games, then the challenge is ridiculously high in a lot of cases where you can't win. All right, I'm gonna try really hard to look like I know what I'm doing here. We'll see though. Oh, that's a rough landing there. Yep. What in God? I'm really upset, guys. I'm sorry I'm struggling this much. I rarely flub that badly. We'll get it on the next one. Starlight, do you have a favorite Mario character in Mario Kart you play as? This is a funny thing you're asking me now. And the main reason I think it's funny is if anybody watches Kill Tony, and I know I keep talking about this and people are probably like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's a Kill Tony episode airing starting in about 32 minutes that I am on. I say I'm on. I'm in the audience in the front row on, but I'm asked during the show who I race as, and I said Mario. Or no, he said, does anyone use Mario? Who actually uses Mario? And I sheepishly raised my hand, and he made fun of me. So, yeah, if you watch Kill Tony, you'll see that somewhere in the show. But yeah, I usually just pick Mario. Now, if I'm playing a lot, I'll change it up. But I'm, there's nothing wrong with the vanilla Mario. His name's in the title. He's got to be the best, right? Mario Andretti. It's all coming together. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna nail this time. I'm upset. There we go. That was smooth as a baby's behind. Oh God. Not that I would know anything about that. I don't have any kids. Oh God. Oh God. It went wrong. Yep. What? I'm disappointed in myself. OTG. How the heck? Hold on. How the heck did you get in the front row of Kill Tony? Is that what it says? I got there very early, and actually I for once did not get, I don't like to give away my secrets, but I didn't get, I wasn't the front of the line this time. On the last Kill Tony that aired last week with Dr. Phil, which is Adam Ray, we were literally the first into the room, the first to pick our seats, all that. We got there hours early, stood outside and waited, but We got there hours early for this one, and there was like several people in front of us, but we still got a pretty solid seat. I ended up sitting basically right in front of Tony. The table's right in front of me. I had to smell him smoking all night, which I sound like a wuss for complaining about, but I already had some allergies, and by the end of the night, I was miserable. Like, my nasal passages were not happy. Anyway, wasn't this a Midway IP video game connection? I believe it was, but I think when everything got sold off, I want to say Atari went somewhere else. Let me try to Google it real quick. I said I wasn't going to do it. Let's see. Who owns Atari now? Atari SA. French company Atari SA, formerly Infogrames, through a subsidiary... I think I'm just reading some weird crap that... I mean, Atari still has a website. Huh. Maybe someone is doing something with it now. Oh, it's defunct 31 years ago. How the heck is that possible? Maybe because Midway did buy it. So I don't know. Let's see who owns Midway Games then. Oh, Warner bought it. So I guess maybe Warner does run it. I don't know. They don't seem interested in doing anything with it, though. It really sucks. But, yeah. The Spurs, man, if you were playing Cruis'n USA, you would have gotten a free race for coming in first. I don't know if this game can be set to do that now that I think about it. That'll be something I go over when I do the going through the menus on this one. And this one's got a lot in the menus, so if you guys are interested in those kind of videos, you'll probably enjoy that one. Cag, have you played any of the Hot Wheels racing games? I think Rock and Roll, I think that's the one I played recently. Hot Wheels on the Xbox. Get Claritin clear. Microtransactions would ruin a modern one, says DeJoy. Yeah, it would be a DeJoy killer. I don't know, that was dead, sorry. Let's go here. I'm sorry, I'm totally embarrassed by my skills tonight, but let's do it. I'm gonna get it together right here. I'm not gonna talk as much because I've been blabbing on the whole time. Let's do it. Oh, come on. I should have turned off the opponents. Uh-oh. Good God, the AI is crazy in this game. Like, look at this. I usually go over here. What the hell? All right, screw this. We're canceling this run. I'm gonna go back and fix this. Look, it's a peek into the service menus. Just for the future video. Look at all these options. But anyway, let's get out of here. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna get it together though, I swear. Guntizzle. I heard Forza Hot Wheels DLC was pretty cool. I bought it. I enjoyed it. It felt a little bit like Rush, I won't lie, but it still lacked that like arcade feel. And Rush is, like I said earlier, it feels more like a simulator smacked in the middle of an arcade game, but it was still too simulatory on Forza, but it was fun. You know what? Screw this. I've been having a tough time. I'm turning the drones off for one race. Good Lord, I normally don't like to do that because if I happen to get a really good time, I consider it null and void. Like if you're not racing and really I don't race in standard conditions anyway. I always drop the track count or the lap count down to 2 just because some of these races can go on forever and my steering overheats. So I figured why not just turn them down a little bit. More in and out, quick gameplay. Again, one of the many options in the service menus. Fun fact, you can even set the laps up to do like 7, I can't remember if it's 7 or 9 laps per race. That would be like, 9 laps would probably run you about 30 minutes on some tracks. So for 1 credit, you could play for 30 minutes. And yes, I know about that secret, but I'm trying to get a good time. But this seems to be a little bit faster for me. I'm gonna take out these cones up here, which is not faster, but fun. I don't know why it's satisfying, but it is. Yes, Kaz, would I ever consider building a MAME driving cab? So that is in the plans down the line. That's going to be like one of my last big projects. I just realized I spit on the screen. That's throwing me off a little. Yeah, I would like to build something out of an old racing cabinet. Probably, my plan was originally to get a Hydro Thunder cabinet that was beyond repair or just gutted already. And then, hold on, breaking glass. Yay. And then, turning it into really a combination cab of like a Forza cabinet because I would like to put an Xbox in it, and then put a PC in it also and have a way to switch, you know, the connection's fairly easy to switch back and forth. So partially for MAME, partially for Forza. Man, this sucks. Or my other thought was just build a super gaming computer or buy one and just do it all in one where Forza's tied into a front end system, but I don't know. I think it'd be a lot cheaper and just easier on me to just switch the inputs or something. There is a matching or a mirrored one of these on the other side of the track, but I usually just stick with this one. There's a trigger there that makes some guy scream. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna take a different route this time since I'm not breaking any records after that one crash. Oh boy, I'm going sideways. Okay then, all right. What? It's like I'm cursed tonight. I barely hit the ground and then I just flip over in that in shift. Whoops. Hey, Glacius XL is here. I'm gonna catch up at 2x speed. Just hear me going like, I didn't know it's only Microsoft, but I don't know who really owns it. It'd be really cool. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody's been asking me about setting the captions to show up, and I believe I set that this time, but I could be wrong. I think I found the setting. All right, so I'll just go the same way. I think that's a better route for me. I didn't downshift ahead of time. Oh dear. We're going for it. I feel like that top of that brown building right there looks like a ramp. I feel like there's a way to get up there, but I've never found it. All right, we're gonna go into first-person view here just for some fun and do this since I've already ruined the run. Whoa, there we go. Can I land it? No, I'm dead. All right, Flemish Lion's also here. Glacius XL, I knew the LA Rush was going to suck when I played the demo and it said 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, ugh. I saw that back in the day and I was like, oh man, a new Rush. And then I saw the reviews and I never tried it. I couldn't bring myself to be disappointed. What's up, John Phillips? Been drinking. Wait, have we been drinking while playing this? Okay, I thought you were saying you were drinking. No, I haven't. I'm not having any alcohol right now for a while because of stuff, you know, just not like I'm having a problem or anything, but you know, I would like to though, every now and then. I just had a hot dog. It was good. All right. I had a very weird dinner. I ate Swiss, deli cut Swiss with some ham from the deli. I just wrapped it up in the Swiss and ate it. And I ate some vegetables, man. I'm not really eating a whole lot lately, which is good because I've dropped some pounds. Glacius XL, I've done all of them except for 3 and the Rock at the moment, but don't worry, I'm ahead of schedule-ish, I say. You know what, since I'm screwing this up royally, I get faster times with the beginner car. Let's do it. I don't remember, I'll just do manual. But yeah, I will go back and mess around and maybe re-race a track or two since I've really screwed up a bunch tonight. I hope I don't screw this up. I haven't raced as this little dumpy car in a while. If you are new to San Francisco Rush, I highly recommend you pick this car initially. It's extremely forgiving. You'll see in a minute how forgiving it actually is. Even though the back window looks like an upset face when it's crushed, which kind of makes me laugh, but it's a great beginner car. It's not very fast though. Very easy to control. Taking these berms, little road berms. Hey, Acemon's here. Oh God. Skirt. My steering hasn't gone out at all. I just realized that. Usually I get a couple races in and it goes south. Oh, I didn't go the right direction with this car, but it works. It still works. Look at this thing just brapping through here. Little drift there, little drift here, little drift everywhere. I'm gonna go this route. I'm following a speedrunner that I've seen online. I can't remember, I think he's been in the chat. Is it him that I watched? I think it was him. Dang it, now I forgot your name. If you're here, let me know, I'm sorry. I have Oh, Anderson Becker, I believe. I am subscribed to him, and I was watching his videos the other day. Yeah, if you ever want to learn how to get better at a game, especially like an arcade game, usually racing games, that's a good way to do it. Look at a speedrunner and see what they're doing that you can do to almost immediately bump up your time. Oh, I gotta remember to put my Rush hat on too. I just don't know if the bill might be in the way, but I'll at least show you guys. I gotta focus. Ooh, that's a bad one. That's bad. Okay. That didn't go well at all. But up here, I just remembered up here is where this car really shines. I would normally skip this little secret tunnel over here because it's just too hard to navigate with a faster, more difficult car. You'll see why up here, because this turn is ridiculous. So in this car, you just drive around it, no big deal. You just, do a full, oh dear. You do a full loop normally, and you can almost drive on the ceiling with this car because it's so easy to control. Oh, I went too hot on that. Yeah, definitely. All right, we're gonna have to abort by the Shell station. Final lap. So that one lap was 2 minutes, 38 seconds, and I'm making decent time, but when I was a kid, I wasn't nearly as fast, or didn't know, how to control the cars quick enough and all that. So that's why I decided to drop the number of laps. This game used to run me, or this track when I would play it as a kid on the 3-lap based, that's the standard version of the game, it would be like a 9-minute race or more sometimes. So not that I hated playing longer, but that was when I had to pay to play. Now I don't have to pay to play, and I'm kind of enjoying the 2 laps per track move. Oh yeah, we're burning out, buddy. I wish I'd turn the air conditioning down. I'm starting to sweat. It's a little toasty over here. I'm like at the farthest point too of the shed where the air blows, but it's probably not running real hard since I have it up higher. But I am locked in here till this stream is over, so. Oh crap. Hey, buffed it out? Oh, all right, buffed it right out. I'm gonna go this way just for fun. Blue Flame, I'm enjoying off-road. Oh crap, I can't read it all. Oh, hold on, I thought I was gonna die there anyway. Little skirt right there. Off-road racing in Need for Speed Heat. Still haven't played it. We went to the funeral for my uncle today, so I was off today. And I saw my cousin's husband, and he was like, oh, did you see I got a PS5? And I was like, man, I did see that. And I was thinking, like, I really need to play more console games again. But I don't know why I can't get into it. I try. A few of them catch me, like Starfield had me drawn in for a little. I always do this, though. I get to the end of a game like that, and I don't want to finish it, so I just stop. Because I don't know why, I just don't do the final mission. I don't know what that is about. It's like I don't want it to end or something. I don't know. So I just don't play it. That's smart. Here we go. We're going to get this right this time, I hope. Or not. Not even close. Boom. That's where I screwed up last time. I usually stay in second here going down this. Keep my speed low, and then you throw it into third and gun it. You're going downhill, so you actually get moving faster. Ah, man. Big boss. Oh, this is probably an awkward angle. I apologize for that. Oh, I actually got my initials in. Hold on. 10th place. All right. That shows how good that car is. That was a bad run, and I still beat some of my old best times. I'm going to let this music play because it's too good. Try Guardians of the Galaxy. What is that? Are you talking to me, Video Game Connection? Is that like a game that I don't know about? I know the show, or the movie. That's your name. Good stuff. Glacius XL. I remember on the N64, some of the keys seemed impossible to actually get. Love the challenge. Yeah. And I saw Big Boss saying I forgot about those keys. I remember them too, and I remember thinking at first, like, oh, why'd they put that in there? Because I always was like a purist for arcade. I was like, I don't need all that crap. I want it to look like the arcade. And it did look pretty good. It looked very similar to the arcade, but they put keys in it, and eventually I grew to, love it. But I'm a nut. Pax by Sonica says, Cag, what was the first racing game you ever played? I think mine was Outrun or Pole Position. So mine was probably, actually I think it was Outrun. It was at my local movie theater. My mom would, get us there a little early. She'd get like a drink and some snacks and all that. I was never a popcorn kid. I know I'm weird, but and I'd go play the games. They had a bunch of arcade games. Like, Mom, can I have money? And I remember the wheel would do that thing where it shook back and forth, and it like shook the whole cabinet. It was really strong, and I always loved that. The first one that I played after that seriously was probably Cruisin' USA. Came out in the arcade. It showed up one day. I was like, this is really cool. I loved Midway at the time. Even as a kid, I was a Midway slut. So, I'm trying to catch up before I run this last race. And I say last. I do plan to do a little bit more. I'm just saying the last track we haven't done yet. Total Mario Kart music. Yep. Uganda Hater, have you thought about buying a steering wheel and pedals for the emulator cabinet? Yeah, so I probably will do that. I do have, actually sitting over there now, you guys just never see it, there is a Logitech racing wheel and pedals on a really janky thing I built long ago. It's Jank City, but it was functional and would let me play racing games on it. I swear I'm not farting. I'm playing, I always tap on the seat because it sounds like drumming and I can hear it through the speaker hole. Where am I at? Oh, Glacius, have you tested to see if your twitchy brake lights are actually slowing you down slightly? I don't really know how I could test it, other than fix the darn things. But yeah, I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. So Clay says The Rock is in this game, right? It is, and I'm about to play it right now. The Spurs says, if you're going to get into console gaming, The Last of Us is my favorite of all time. Don't play Part 2. They ruined it with a Pet 2, in my opinion. So I don't have a PS5. And I've considered buying one just to have something to play, but I'm also really concerned that I'm going to buy one and not play it. I already have 2 of the Xbox Series X's. One for out here, one for in the house. I played it a little bit, and I kind of ran out of stuff to play just because I'm not that interested in console stuff. I did try playing Killer Instinct again last night. I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel like I'm button mashing, and I am pulling off combos, but it's not satisfying without knowing if I'm actually doing something or if I'm just mashing. But anyway, whoa, he almost sent me into that barrier. But yeah, I would love to try Last of Us. I really enjoyed the show. Before that, I've never played the game or anything. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to buy a $500 PlayStation anyway, and they're talking about maybe I think the Pro is going to be coming soon. I'll tell you one game I will be playing, and that will be GTA 6, and I'm sure that's when they'll release all the Pro consoles to get people to buy, or they'll wait for you to buy it, GTA 6 regular, on the regular consoles, and then a year later they will have the Pro consoles, and then they'll have a new version of GTA 6 that you have to pay for, because they are masters of getting money out of people. But yeah, that's the one I'm excited about, and I think they're saying right now fall 2025. I still play GTA 5 randomly just to screw around and cause trouble. Every now and then I'm in a little bit of a mood, and I'll just walk around and talk to NPCs, and if they make me mad, I just hit them or shoot them. That sounds kind of nutty, but every now and then it's a little therapy. Oh yeah, first place. Andy pushed me along. What's up, Evil Lou? Evil Lou? I can't remember if I said hi to you. I saw you earlier. My chat game is not good when I'm racing. Yeah, that leader light is lit up. How many of you guys like the movie The Rock? That's such a good 90s movie, boy. 90s action movie. Oh, speaking of games, by the way, modern console games, Gamefly does that thing where you can rent for 1 month for $1, and I'd rent that for $1, so I rented the RoboCop games. I heard that was good. I didn't want to buy it because I heard it wasn't very long, but I think I could give it a rental. By the way, look at that smooth landing. Let's hope I don't screw this run up. This has probably been the best of the night by far. Let's go this view just for fun. Alright, I gotta get out of it so I can land this properly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Normally I would, if I did a bad run, I would have gone up there and gone on the roof and had all the fun, but This might be a get some initials in kind of run. Let's see what we got. I love The Rock as well, Eviloo. Oh, the movie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about too. But yeah. Second best time ever. Holy crap. Start with a K. Start with a G. I don't know. Nothing nasty now. Okay, let's screw around now. I butchered a lot of those runs, so let's just go back and butcher some more by looking for some cheats, some secret areas. One of the ones I gotta do is this one, and I do... Sorry, hold on. I was gonna say, I feel my steering getting a little weak, and I thought I smelled burning, so that was gonna be bad, but could just be my face. I don't know. I'm so hot. No, we're gonna go automatic for this one. I don't know, the steering hasn't dropped, but it feels a little weak, so I'm wondering if it's trying to go out on me. One of these days, I'm gonna fix that. Oh yeah, it's real weak. It's very weird. Normally it doesn't get weak, it just stops working for about 5 seconds and then turns back on. Oh, it's buffed up a little bit. Let's go through here again and see if I can do it. This used to be the only car I'd ever race with. It was a good mix of speed and, I don't like that view. A good mix of speed and control. I was playing it safe back in the day because this game used to be 75 cents a play. Look, he just blew up. Oh, hey, man, come on, I'm driving here. I'm not gonna go through there yet. Or maybe at all, because I gotta stay up here to do the... I'm gonna go to the loop, the secretive loop, which, again, I'm very proud of myself. As a kid, I found that on my own out of curiosity. I should have probably been a game tester as a kid, because I used to always try to break games or find the boundaries of things, and here we go. Let's hope I don't screw this up. I am gonna screw it up. I'm supposed to be over here. Come on, boom, nailed it. So I'd always see this section and be like, I feel like there's a way to get there, and I finally figured it out. I don't know what he just said there. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, that in a bag of chips. Here we go. Let's get a lot of time from this. You get time boxes, which extend your run, and in an arcade, it was great. And again, I've talked about this before, but on Rush the Rock, they nerfed this a little bit too. They kind of backed it down. On the original version of the game, you could do this and get to where that said 999 almost, I believe, if not more. And they really stopped that, I guess, because, you know, people were probably complaining that some kid played my game for like 10 minutes with 1 credit, and people were waiting to play that were going to not play nearly as long. And I lost money. That's what the what's his name? Arcade operator says. If you just do this repeatedly, you do have to avoid that there. I learned that the hard way, because you'll just slam into it and blow up. Still am stunned I learned this on my own. We're up to 126 seconds of time. And the cool thing is, oh, that's right, actually, on this version, I was gonna say, on the cool thing is, when you hit checkpoints, it adds more time still. This version, they stop that. You hit a maximum amount of time eventually, and no amount of checkpoints will add time, which sucks. All right, forget it. We're gonna skip the rest of those and just look around. Steering is gone. Let's try to land in here just for fun. Oh, I'm gonna blow up. There's a guy right there. See him? BunchCon9. That was so perfect. I've never landed that perfectly to see his name. Another little fun thing, since we have a lot of time, is this isn't really useful, but in the console version, there used to be a key at the bottom of this thing. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna be able to land in there, but if you drive into there, you get to see that. I'm gonna try to make one more quick lap. Gun Tizzle, I'm glad you enjoy that. Vision. Sorry. I'm trying here. I'm trying to read and drive. Very difficult. Let's take a different shortcut this time. Oh, I'm not getting any extra time though, so we may have to come back to this if I want. 43 people are watching me play Rush. I didn't expect that amount of people would show up tonight. Seems like the racing games don't do as well. Oh crap. Oh crap. Okay. I went through the other side, which is really cool if they added this side. It was added in Rush the Rock. Uh-oh. But if 2 people are going through at the same time on different ones, they have the chance of colliding with each other, which I always found interesting. I never really found too many of these that were linked together to race, but it was an option. What's up, Mr. Cheney? Volume is fine for us. All right. I don't know if your vision may be listening from way back, because that was when I asked about it, but I'm glad to hear it's good, because I feel like I'm still yelling. Oh, I'm running out of time fast. 15 seconds. It's not going to give me any more time. Part of me wishes I could easily go back and switch the ROMs out every now and then to try. I didn't switch them myself, so I have to get a new ROM set and a new hard drive file. I guess I could do it. I'm done. I'm not going to get to show you guys, but I guess I could do it. It's just, I don't know if I want to go poking around with my game too much. Let's try again, just for fun. I just want to show you guys one more little secret area. I'm going to turn the drones off so they're not in my way. I'm always turning the feedback strength down, just so my steering doesn't burn out quicker. Ace, I see your message, or your comment. I'll have to reply in a second. So it was The Rock, now it's Looper. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. Good movie references there. Let's listen to some goofy songs on this one. Wait. I believe this is the Whoa song. Whee! I'm just trying to rush through this so you can actually see some stuff. Get it, Rush? You know what? I just had a thought. I wonder if I change the thing back to 3 laps here, if by chance the game would let me get more time in the loops. I don't know if anybody in the chat happens to know that, but let me know. Primal Rage 2 ad. Always got to point that out. Thank you, Starlight. I'm trying. You know what? I want to see something real quick. What is back there? Oh, okay. That's right. Oh, I thought that was a ramp. All right, you can't really get there, so. Anyway, hey, Kag, I don't remember you asking, but did Rush the Rock and its sequel come out for consoles? For the record, I love the shortcut routes you're taking in this game. Ace, it did come out. Rush, regular San Francisco Rush came out. I gotta turn this off. That was the wrong song anyway. It did come out on consoles. Oh God, what the heck is happening tonight? And that was Rush Extreme Racing. That was the first. You know what? I can't remember now. How many tracks did that have? Anyway, but I know they did release Rush 2, which was kind of like a mix of new tracks that were only for the console. Look at this. Go right through the building. Drop in right there. I did get a checkpoint, but I think it was from over there. Yeah, so it's not like he said the S word there, but Rush 2, which came out on the 64 only, I want to say. Could be wrong. I think that had The Rock in it. I don't recall the original Rush on consoles having The Rock. But yeah, it did. And Rush 2 had tracks that were never in arcades. It also had a stunt track area that you could access and have unlimited time on. It started to kind of feel more like, it had a look and feel or elements of Rush 2049 mixed in my opinion, too. You can drive through the truck. Yes. The big rig, I'm going to try to do it on this route. The semi, I think there's 2 semis technically. The one to the left that gets you up on the rooftops, and there's another one to the right, which we'll go this way just for fun. The one to the right, before you even get to that area, gets you behind some buildings, and then you jump out near a bunch of subway or big rig trailers. I've never seen this game. This is pretty cool, Vision says. This is a great game. If you ever spot one in an arcade, you'll know because it has this green. I've never seen a conversion cabinet like where I've seen this game in a different cabinet. It's always got this green cabinet with a plastic front and handles right here. I think it's a really cool cabinet, a unique cabinet, and it's rare to find nowadays, especially in arcades. If you go to Wichita, Kansas, by chance, there's the big rigs. You can go under them, but I don't do that. Mace the Dark Age add-on. If you sneak back here, well, you can go either way, I guess. There's a tiny thin ramp that you have to pretty much nail. What happens if I hit this? I don't think I've ever tried this. Oh, you just died. Great. But yeah, Mike has 2 Rush the Rocks. I don't remember if they're linked or not, but they are at Wichita, Kansas at the arcade there. Daryl Sung, how's it going? Oh no, I ran into a wall. Reading terrible news. Daryl Sung, my credit card was stolen, so I couldn't renew my membership automatically. Where's the link so I can renew? So, oh, if you're watching, I don't remember how to do it. Check in the description, actually. I think I have a link there to sign up. I think because you're on iPhone, I'm assuming you are at the moment, you can't see it. But then again, I can see down here. Oh yeah, there is no option to sign up. So there's a link in the description, I believe. It's near the top. And yeah, there's a join button there. I'm looking around on mine. I'm on an iPad watching my own stream to see the chat. And yeah, I don't see it on there either, so. Midlands. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's screw around. Where are we going to screw around now? You know what? I really botched this run, so let's try to get a better one here. And I'm going to go this way with a manual tranny. There we go. Starlight was gifted a membership by Glacius XL. I appreciate you, Glacius XL, for doing that. And yeah, you might, I'm going to start, actually, I think I'm going to try to remember to start doing this. I'm going to start trying to let you members vote on what game will be for the Gameplay Monday. And I kind of stopped calling it a Gameplay Monday, but that's essentially what I'm still doing. So, if you want to get a chance to vote for what's coming, I think for now I'm going to pick a set number of games that I'm interested in trying for that Monday and let you guys kind of pick it. Because it's kind of getting tough to get creative here with having a limited number of games. And I honestly thought my main cabinet would be done by now. Oh, did I get it? I don't know if I got it. Oh, I'm dead. That's a shame. That's all right. We'll try again in a second. Starlight stole Daryl's gift membership. I was like, man, that's kind of weird. I thought he would have given it to Daryl, but hey, it's all right. Starlight's welcome. And I appreciate the membership there. And by the way, guys, there are 2 tiers of membership. I'll be completely honest with you. I was going to dump the higher tier membership, and I still plan on maybe doing something a little different with it. But I figure if you want to pay the $3 a month just to help out a little more, I greatly appreciate it. I may come up with some special badging for that for you guys that are willing to do that. But otherwise, you pretty much get the same stuff at the 99-cent level. I don't need to be gouging for this stuff. I don't offer a whole lot. My original plan was to offer more than I did. I'm dead. But it just turned out to be difficult. And I do plan to start making more videos. Okay, you know what? Let's have some fun over here. I never go mess around in this area. I used to do it on the console. There is like a little thing here you can kind of screw around in, which is fun. Not really sure what to do other than this, but it's still cool. And you can even, oh, that's some sick air, brah. I'm dead. I'm dead. All right, let's go back over there though. So if you just kind of mess around over here, you can go behind these buildings. It's very interesting that the arcade had so many options for routes. Usually arcades would have like, oh, it's a little shortcut, like all that stuff, but this thing had some real options to take some shortcuts. And I don't think this is really a shortcut now that I think about it, but still, it's different routes, different options. Oh, I went the wrong way. You know what? I'm not going to finish this race anyway. Let's go this way. Here we go. Oh no, oh no. I'm gonna get booted, yeah. I was trying to show you guys the porn store that's there. There's a XXX store there that's hidden at the back of that building. It's not anything interesting other than they put a sign for a porn store there, but still. And I'd hoped to show you guys the ramps up there, but you've seen them before if you've seen some videos. I am playing like turds tonight. How's your father? How you doing? Anderson Braga. Matrix. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Oh, here we go, here we go. Let's take a different route. Let's try this one. I'm probably coming in too hot. I don't think I'm even gonna, oh, I got the checkpoint, good. I think I can finish it now. Oh, I could have gone that way. I just realized there's another route around the building there. And let's end in a bang. Boom. Okay, I think all that's left to do now is go to the very difficult to access secret stunt track underneath track 7. Oh, is it random, Glacius? I didn't know that. I always wondered that too. I was going to gift some last night on Daryl's, but I was like nervous I'd screw it up. Daryl, what is this porn you speak of? Yeah, there is like a sign, that building that I was behind that I went over a second ago when I was talking about it. If you can somehow turn around and see it, it's hard to see. There is a sign there. It says Triple X and all kinds of stuff like that. Alright. Let's go for track 7. We're going to go with the easiest car. There are hidden cars, too. You just pressing the buttons will change them. Let's go with the hippie bus, just for fun. We're going to go with automatic, because we don't need anything fancy. I should have turned off the drones, and I forgot. But who cares? This car sucks. Oh, it sounds so dumb. Let's go into the parking lot. This is where I used to try to pretend like I was parking on the console version like an idiot. A bored kid, you know? This, I don't remember this sounding like that. Uh-oh, Evil Lou coming in with a membership gifting. Will it go to Daryl Sung? We don't know. Nope, Flemish Lion got it. Congratulations, the Flemish Lion. Be sure you guys check that community page portion of the channel members, because that's where you'll see to vote for the next game I play, which... I don't know. I've put up a few options. I might include some stuff that I've never played before, too, but that may just win immediately, so I don't know. God, this thing sucks. I'm not even going to try to jump that lake. Dang old hippies. Oh, he has, like, no hood, of course, so that looks weird. Oh, God. Holy crap. Hold on. That was a ton. Hold on. I can't even see who did that now. Glacius XL gifted 10. Oh god, I hit our camera. 10 memberships now. Did Daryl didn't get it? Jeez. Well, thank you very much, Glacius XL. Welcome, new members. I guess I should start making more member stuff. Here, let's mess around here just for real fun. Just for a second. It's not even really that cool, but let's do it. I used to think this goes somewhere. Nope, dead. Oh, no, okay. Such a weird track. Okay. Shao Kahn, you suck. Alright, let's get this right. I saw someone do this online the other day, and he had a great route, and I cannot... Oh, thanks a bunch. I can't remember his exact route, but let's try this one and hope I don't ruin this. Oh, that's steep AF. All right. You can't sit still for too long. The game will think you've stopped, and they'll try to reset you, which sucks. Here we go. We're going deep. Please go in. Please go in. Sounds like the story of my life. Okay. Oh, and there we go. We're going through it. So I'm going to try to stay alive for a second. There we go. We are in the secret stunt track for 33 more seconds until time runs out. Kind of sucks they didn't give you a way to get more time in here. I think there's one time box, but if you crash, you get ejected from here, of course. I don't think there is a time box. I could have sworn there was. There's that little hump that you hit and makes you flip all around. What else do we have? These things to grind on? I have no idea. Oh, steering went out. Steering is out. Let's have some fun here. Screw it. We're going for this moon. And I'm out of time. Boom, dead. Oh, it won't even take me out. Daryl Sung with a $13.99 super chat. I'll pay it forward with a super chat. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate you. Gave you a like. Or, let me see, can I like it? I can't even like Glacius XL, but hey, Glacius XL gifted some serious memberships. Brandon, Roger, names like Thunder Hydro. I don't usually see these names, or they don't chat, you know, like they're just kind of here. So, I'm not ready to go. I'm going to tell you guys honestly. Let me let the steering cool for a second. That scared me. It was on a black screen for quite a while. I believe you're multitasking. Oh, you're talking to Avis. Okay. Watching Whose Line Is It Anyway with friends and with a friend and mom. Is that show still on? I don't know. So I really want to try and redeem myself on track 1 and 2. I'm going to try very hard to make a good run. I hope I can. Pax by Sonica gifted 5 memberships. We're really rolling the dice here. LBWWFF fan. I've never seen that name talk, at least. Fenrir Fire. Patrick Brooks. Helper Unknown. Oh, wow. I thought Helper Unknown says, dang, I remember SF Rush on Midway Arcade Treasures 3. I'm going to get back to that. Dart was gifted 1 banana bandana. Man, I think maybe the problem is because Daryl Sung was a member, they're like, nah, he's not getting a free one. I don't know. I thought you could pick. Oh, man. Well, it's all right. I really appreciate you guys doing all that. You don't have to, but now it's turned into like rolling the dice here. So Helper Unknown remembers this from Rush, from the Midway Arcade Treasures 3. I've talked about this before too, but Midway Arcade Treasures 3 does have this game, but it's a completely rebuilt game. And it's pretty decent. It's still pretty close. It's not emulated. It's not the original game. They had to come up with a whole new physics engine because I guess they didn't have the original code for the game, maybe. Maybe that's what it is, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, it was a good one. Oh god, Uganda Haters gifted 5. I'm gonna have like 1 million members by the end of this. Mike of All Trades, Clairzilla, Maria de Gracias, I'm sorry, I'm ruining it. A-Tran Fanatic, and Tim1. Thank you, Uganda Hater. I'm gonna have so many members. God, I need to make a member-only video really quickly, apparently. Something has started, it's like a slot machine. How did CAG get rich? Well, one day, Daryl Sung wanted to become a member, but couldn't get it done on his phone. So everyone paid for him to be a member, and all of a sudden, old CAG was a millionaire. Up from the chat came a bubbling crude. The Hydro Thunder version on there is terrible. Thunder Hydro says, yeah, on Midway Arcade Treasures. It's the Dreamcast version, right? Or am I wrong? Or it's very, like, was it stolen from the Dreamcast version? I don't know. You would probably know better than me. I remember thinking, well, this isn't the arcade, and being kind of disappointed. By the way, that was one of my first attempts at making my own arcade. When that came out, I set up a desk with a really bad racing wheel, because they didn't have a lot of good racing wheels back then. And I remember having its own dedicated space with like a 19-inch TV in an apartment we were living in. And I remember my dad sitting down and playing it, and I was all proud. I couldn't believe he played it. But, you know, looking back at it, it was pretty janky, and even Lady CAG made fun of me at the time. But man, that was the dark days right there, where you couldn't emulate them. Most arcades were dead, you couldn't find them, you couldn't play them, you were just reaching for anything. Short of buying the real machines, which I wish I could have done then, we were reaching for any way to play these old games we loved, and it just wasn't an option. I wish I could have bought them all up back then. If I could have bought them, I would have had a ton of arcades at no price, or at virtually costing me nothing. Oh, we have... Crap, I don't want to mess up my run. Clay, Good Games, CAG, and everyone in the chat. Thank you very much, Clay, for the $10 super chat. Much appreciated. Stuff like that keeps me keeps me able to buy stuff to keep things running here, like the tokens that I plan to buy, the custom-made CAG tokens that I'm still planning on getting that have been backburnered for a little bit. But I'm still working on it. Goofy stuff like that. Starlight's hitting the Mortal Kombat Dragon. I gotta make a few more of those. I think I might do a pretty good run here. It's not gonna be record-breaking by any means, but that was a solid run. I feel like I'm warmed up finally. All right, the stream's starting now. I don't know, 2:23. I don't even think I'll get my initials in. We'll see. Oh yeah, look at all the custom emojis. Thank you again, Clay. And thank you, oh yeah, you are a member. God, I didn't get my initials in. I was 13th best time. Wow, I was 2 seconds off from my best. You should make more of them CAGs. Starlight, you talking about the emojis? Brandon, you're a member now. All right, let's keep going. Oh man, it's 8. I usually only do these an hour, but lately I've been very bored lately because I can't go out and have fun. So screw it. I'm gonna go crazy. We're gonna play more. I really wish I could turn the AC down. I may ask Lady CAG to come in here and turn it down for me. Me streaming these games with the current layout of the arcade here means I'm strapped in as if I'm like an astronaut, so that's cool. Too many things in the way to get out. Oh boy. Checkpoint. By the way, if my lighting looks terrible, I apologize. Lady Cag was giving me crap about that too. She's like, that looks bad. The Midway neon sign is above my head, so it makes me look funny. It's a sweet Midway neon sign. I should probably start leaving a link to that in the description because, excuse me, it's never really seen, but not on streams, but it's so darn cool that I would love people to buy those for their arcades. That company makes a bunch of different neon signs. I got the Nintendo one that looks like the logo on the side of Killer Instinct. But I wish I could find other ones I like. They make a Back to the Arcade one, I think, and maybe I can talk to them about a custom design one day. Maybe a CAG, that would be really, really cool. But I'm sure that would be expensive. They were already kind enough to give me a discount on one of them, so I would talk about it on the channel. But I paid full price for the Midway one, and I'll tell you guys, I don't regret it one bit. It's really cool. So I'm not trying to sell you something. Oh, this is bad. Crap! It was a good run so far, too. Wait, can we recover? No. It was such a good run until then. It is real neon, Guntizzle. It is $100 and something sign. It's not cheap. It's like 16 by something. They advertise it as real neon. I don't hear a buzz coming off of it, but it has like a little transformer box under it. I'm assuming that's what that is. I don't know how neon works, but it looks very neon-esque. I have a few, or I don't have a few. We have some signs or things like that that are LED, and this thing seems to be real neon. It's glass tubing and everything. Let's go this way. I do love neons as well. Starlight. I have a customer, when I go to his house, he has a room of like, he must have had a bar, or I asked him once, he said his brother had a bar and he closed and he like bought all the neon from him. It's like beer signs. I don't really drink beer. I don't drink it at all, actually. So I don't really want beer signs or anything, but I just like, I'm a simple man. I like things that light up and glow. How's that? Oh, this is a good turn right here. Lots of turn. Good turn. Turn the beat around. Oh, I probably take that too slowly to ever beat any world records, but I like to come in safe without dying. Boom, there we go. I swear that's a ramp up there, and I wish I knew how to somehow use it. Oh, that was clean right there. That's what I meant to do last time. That was clean as a jelly bean. Oh, I'm not going to get first place, though. Let's go airborne. Screw it. Probably cuts down on my time somehow. Oh, nosedive and dead. Flemish Lion, it's sad Arcade 1-Up doesn't sell Killer Instinct here. Oh, man. They don't sell it over there, huh? No initials, by the way. 24th best time. Man, tough night. Music Hero, Rush the Rock remake for current gen consoles would be so cool. I agree. Unfortunately, they'll have to mess with the physics